It's another beautiful morning here on the Yorkshire coast. I have lied about how often I'm going to go to Ravenscar at the start of the year. I am here again because I just love it here. As you can see, there's some good waves coming in, so hopefully some things is being washed around. But it's a busy day, there's a few people down here, so can't guarantee we'll find a lot, but we will try and film what everyone else finds if they will let me. So instead of gathering in the first bay where everyone's going to be, especially with the tide in this far, scrambling over to the second bay bright and early, as you can see with the sun just coming up. It's a gorgeous day, but a little rough, so we're hoping some things have moved around. Into the second bay really early by usual standards. Those two big boulders in the distance are the ones that I tend to hunt around near the end. And this rock right here, this tends to be the resting stone that we use putting bags on. But as you can see, the waves are still looking at it, just to give you an idea of how early. But can't guarantee that'll mean there's any more here, but we will start looking. First ammonite of the day. It's a little gramo, nothing special. I'm not going to faff with it, but it probably could be prepped back because once you get the second sort of skin off it. But I'll leave that there in case someone else wants it. Bit of a different one, a big old chunky nodule. So give it a tap and something inside it that looks an awful lot like a DAC, but because we're in the second bay, I have suspicions that might be a cat. I'm going to see if this little edge will come off and see if it will give us a bit of a better ID. So no help whatsoever. So that'll probably just have to go in the bag as is. Probably a Catacelaceras. For those of you who question my pronunciation of Catacelaceras, that's absolutely okay. I know quite a few people call them Catacolossaurus. I come from a dinosaur world where there's a dinosaur called Coelophysis, spelled C-O-E-L. So the same as what we would call the Catacelaceras bit for me. So that's why I call it that. If you disagree, well, so be it. But as long as we all understand what I'm talking about, the fat DACs. There we go. Classic burger nodule. Let's have a look, shall we? There you go. It's a beautiful Grammoceros. There is actually more in the negative side, so in the bit on the center of the screen. But I'm not sure it's worth trying to put it all back together for just that little bit that's missing, because that is pretty nice. So I might just take the bit that's come out and leave the rest as is. Another nice looking nodule. Looks like a decent little gramo. But we'll put that one down, pick it up on the way back. A very water-worn nodule, but you can see the edge of the keel and the ribbing. Give it a tap, and yeah, it's quite a nice little Perinoceros. Middle's there, you can see some of the nodes at the top, but I think I will be leaving that. Need to start doing this to myself. I've already got enough gramos, but that's quite a nice split on the block. That one looks lovely. On the other side there's a nice one there, obviously a keel of one there, there's another keel up there, keel bit there. But it's also an interesting block because we look at the other side, big chunk of wood in it too, and possibly a big keel of one here. So yeah, we'll probably take this. What the fossil? No, this is some of the stuff that Sean's found, who's been down with us. He's got a bunch of nice gramos, some potentially really big ones there. That block's just rammed through with them as always, and a nice one that just needs that sort of outer skin taken off, which he'll do really well, I'm sure. So beautiful finds by him. That's quite nice. That's a little Pseudolioceras, I reckon. Just missing the edge to get exposed there, but nice calcite chambers. I'll take that one, just for something a bit different. And sometimes it's fun when you find some of these shell blocks. This is a loose block, but you can just tell what bed we're in, just because hopefully you can all see a little gramo on the side. There's a little worn one on the top. Some belemnites and other bits in it. If I really wanted to, could dig through this, but got plenty of gramos already. May not look like much, but hopefully you can see there's just a bit one there and a little one there. I think that's a multi-pseudo block. Just knocked open this block. It's got a couple of gramos in it, including an oyster shell that looks like it's got a gramo preservation in it, which is kind of cool. But that one looks quite nice in the colours as well, so we'll take that one. Just exploring towards the very end of the second bay and amongst the big sandstone blocks. I don't tend to do too much of this because it gets very poor with the finds, but you never know where these nodules, there's always a chance, and these don't tend to get hunted as much. So just having a quick rummage through this and then going to start working our way back. But whilst we're back here, it's a nice little pseudo, that'll just go straight in the bag as is. And just a piece of fossil wood, not jet or anything like that. So that'll just stay on the beach, but nice just to be able to show off. Should be a decent little Paranoceros in that one. But no, it's been a bit sparse. Some of the other people down here have done really well. I saw nice Horgia, some other bits and pieces, including some blue-white ammonites. My one blue-white ammonite that I found today wasn't even worth showing off, but lovely day. Sad negative where there was a Hildy, and something more interesting down here. It's not a bad deck. Not perfect, but not bad. It may not look like much, but that there is a sad bit of Hildy. Sadly, the bit here is gone, so I'm not going to try and dig it out. But yeah, that's what it is. I had to get down on hands and knees to have a look at that one. There's also some nice bivalve shells in some of these shell blocks. I'm not going to be digging them out, but yeah, one there, little belemnites just below it. They're just going to stay in situ though, because I don't have the air abrasive to make them look good. It's still quite a cold day down here. Unfortunately, it's been one of those days at Ravenscar where there hasn't been an awful lot to show off. It's how it goes. You got lots of bits and pieces, but nothing that's going to make you go ooh or wow. But that's life. That's fossil hunting. It is just nice to be out though. Shame the temperature is a little chillier than we would like, but honestly, look at this coast. Right? Very, very spoilt by it, and very happy to be out. Hoping to be out again fairly soon. Might even be able to take the little man and my wife out for a wander somewhere, even if it's just for a walk. But we're going to see if we can get to the coast, which would be a treat in itself. But as always, a thank you for watching. A reminder to just write giveaway to get yourself entered into the ongoing giveaway for the Hildy. If you're not sure what's going on, go back a couple of videos and have a look-see. It's a 1,000 subscriber giveaway. And as always, thanks everyone for watching, and we'll be back with you hopefully fairly soon.